All right, everything's caught up. I'll let you know what happened for those of you that I could already see in the chat. Give me just a second to get to you. And there we go. All right, so I learned a couple of things, and one of them is that even though I have 3 streams scheduled, I have to make sure I pick the right one when I get started. So thank you all for joining me. I see that there's people in the chat. I'm hoping that this catches up and gives me the stream that I want. So we'll see how that goes. I can't see your comments right this minute on the screen I'm looking at, but I can see them over to the right of me, so I might look a little distracted, but I'm gonna have to look over that way for a few minutes. But anyway, I'm back in town. We had a great trip. Thank you all for your patience, and I have a fun project to share with you tonight. And we're getting used to this whole YouTube world, and I really appreciate you guys being along for the ride. Let's see, everybody's healthy in Chicago, so we had a great time. Even got to catch up with my college roommate and her husband. We spent some time out in the suburbs with one sister and my dad, and then we went downtown and spent time with my other sister and went to some old haunts where Bruce and I used to live, which was really fun. I'm going to glance over here just to see what's going on in the chat. Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me. I missed you guys too last week. I'm glad we're able to get together. So if you have liked my Facebook page, you can see that these streams, I'm trying to figure out which way to step. Okay, this way. That these streams are coming up. For those of you that are new to my channel, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up on this video. YouTube loves it, and you'll get notifications if you ring the notification bell and be able to know when I'm going live again. If you like my page, you'll see blog recaps, and they'll direct you to get the dimensions and measurements and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else? Oh, and if you are new to watching me on YouTube, I'm new to being live on YouTube. So we're still kind of working out some kinks. I think I have a few things figured out. For starters, I always draw door prizes during my live streams, and I'm having a little challenge doing that with YouTube just because of the way the chat works. It's different than Facebook. The interface isn't quite the same with the comment pickers. So what we're going to do temporarily until I can figure out a better path is we're still going to have the same rewards, but it's just going to be a week delayed. So this week I'm announcing that Kathy Kelly, Sue Wisniewski, Jenny Vitale, and Karen Alberti from 2 weeks ago, which was the last live that I did, all have prizes going in the mail. So thank you very much for participating 2 weeks ago. What can you do for me to call your name next week? What you can do is exactly what you are. Say hello in the chat, comment, ask questions. I will glance over because this doesn't seem to want to catch up with me for some reason. Well, let me try again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so at least I can see you guys now. So that's great. So one of the drawings that I do is just from comments, and I will be drawing one name from this week for comments. And if you will share this video, the link to the video is on the event for this. If you will share this video on your Facebook page, and then, yes, Julie, I would love for that to be you. Then come back and say that you shared it. We're on the honor system here. You will be in a second drawing for the other prize. So you have to put the word shared in your comment, and that gets you in the second drawing. So there's 2 drawings. Right now we're making our way through a spare paper share that I had. So you will get one of the papers from the new annual catalog, and you'll get a 6x6 package of all the different designs. So it's a pretty cool prize. That's my thank you for making your way from Facebook over to YouTube. So I really appreciate it. All right, let me see if I can get this picture-in-picture transfer done, and then we will look at what we're doing tonight. So bear with me. I'm not going away. I just got to push some buttons, and we'll see how I do. Okay. There we go. And then it's this one. Oh my gosh. I did it. Okay, wait. Hang on. Let's make me a little smaller. I'm going to move me over here. And yeah, let's do that. Okay, Look at that. I'm getting better at this. Okay, so tonight, this is what we're going to make. We're actually going to use a different pattern. The YouTube live was titled How to Make a Father's Day Picture Frame, because I thought Father's Day is coming up. You can use just about anything that you already have in your craft room to make this. It's just one idea. I'm going to show you some others. This is also cute if, school is still in session in some parts of the country. It's coming to a rapid end, so if you still have teacher gifts to do, or you're going to have camp counselors this summer, or anything like that, where you want to share a picture, this is a really easy project to make, and you can definitely you can definitely whip it up real quick and make multiples and give them to people who will thoroughly enjoy them. All right, so the way that this works is there's a little stand on the back, so it does actually stand up, and you can change the picture anytime because you can slide the picture right in here. All right, so a few things that we're going to talk about tonight besides just making this are a couple quick tips on how to center things, as well as you might have seen this project online before, but one thing that I did is I created a template that will make it easy to figure out how to crop your picture to slide it in there, and I'm going to share that with you as well. Then all of this will be up on my website tomorrow. I will share it on Facebook. I will update the comments with everything, and you'll also see it on Instagram. So please follow me everywhere so you can stay caught up. All right, let me show you all the pieces that you need for this. And, I guess I didn't, I kind of know the measurements at this point, but all right, so here we go. Let me get my little stack here because you don't really need that. All right. So what you want to do is you want to try and find some dies that are frame dies, and I would say they're in this is a little over 3 and a little over 4. So that's a good number to be in, and this whole thing measures 6 by 4. So you want to just keep that in mind. You'll get all these dimensions, but as you're thinking about the supplies that you have, think about your dies that are about in the 3 by 4 range, and that you can kind of do in a landscape rectangle shape. And then beneath the frame is a piece of window sheet, which you can barely see on the video, and that measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then their designer series paper, which I told you we were going to do a different pattern, measures 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And that ends up getting matted on the same size cardstock. So 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. It goes behind it to stiffen it up. So when you pull it back and forth to put the picture behind it, you don't break through the paper. So that's that layer. Then your next layer is your 4 by 6, which is what you see here in around the edge of the designer series paper. And then you're going to mat that on some card tag, is the best way for me to describe it. You could probably use 2 sheets of Stampin' Up's thick cardstock. This is actually the tag that comes with designer series paper. So something about that heavy if you're familiar with Stampin' Up's products, but just a decent heavy cardstock, not a card making cardstock, a step up from that. And then you'll need one piece that is 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, and that is also out of that tag level of material. And again, I used the cardstock that comes with a package of designer series paper. And then I'm going to cheat because I have, I'm not. I have the photo template right here. I did remember to do this. So the piece of cardstock itself is 4 by 5. So it's 5 wide and 4 tall. And it allows you to put a picture